What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I want to wish everybody a happy New Year's. I hope everybody stayed safe and enjoyed themselves. In today's video, we are going to be taking down the Christmas tree since New Year's has finally passed. This was actually the night after New Year's. I just couldn't stand looking at the tree anymore. With it being the new year, I just felt like I needed to take everything down so that we can start the new year off with a clean slate. So we were actually being lazy all day, and then of course right before bed I got a boost of energy and I was like, the tree has got to come down. I already had this oversized box here in my living room because my husband did get a new gaming chair for Christmas. So I just held on to it and I thought, let me just put all of my Christmas decorations in this box. Every ornament that I had this year on the tree, I bought over the past 2 years, and everything is shatterproof, so I don't have to worry about anything breaking. Every other year, I like to store all of my Christmas decorations in different totes and separate everything, but I did not go through the trouble this year doing that. Every year, whenever I go to get everything out of my storage shed to put the tree up, I'm always looking through different totes trying to find certain things, and then sometimes I just never find them until I go put my Christmas stuff up for the year, and then I'll run into the box that I was looking for. So I just thought it'd be a lot easier just to keep everything together, so that way I know exactly where it is next year. But I don't even want to think about next year as of right now. I just want to get all the Christmas stuff down. To be honest, I'm already sick of looking at it, all the red and the green. And surprisingly, everything fit into this oversized box. So I'm really happy that I decided to just put it all together instead of separating it. It's just going to make everything so much more easier. And I'm going to wrap this Grinch head up a few times in some trash bags before I store it away. And yes, I am going to store it in its individual tote with our stockings. And I did put a piece of styrofoam on top of all of this just to give it a little bit of extra cushion to protect everything in there. And now I'm just going in and taking off all of the red and green lights. And as soon as I got all of the lights and the ornaments off the tree, I almost wanted to keep the tree up with just the warm white lights and the little frosted berries on it, only because it was just so relaxing and I love the glow that it let off. This year I did not use the pre-lit lights on the tree because I went with the red and green for my Grinchmas. But I just love the way a tree looks when it's bare and it has the pre-lit lights on it. It's just so relaxing and I love the glow that it lets off. So I almost wanted to keep it up, but I went ahead and just took it down because I know after about a week I'd be sick of looking at it. So yeah, I just wanted to get everything Christmas wise put up so that way my mind felt less cluttered. And as for this tree skirt, I'm also going to put this in a garbage bag as well and store it away with my big Grinch head and our stockings. And I'm just trying to push the tree down so that I can fit it back in the box that it came in. And look at all of this fake snow and glitter. I'm going to be sweeping this up for weeks. So even though I get it all cleaned up tonight and it looks like I got everything, I can promise you for the next week or so, every time I get the broom out to sweep the floor, there will be snow and glitter in the pile that I end up sweeping up. That's just how it always is. When you think you got it all, it seems to linger around for the next week or so. So I'm interested in knowing what everybody did on New Year's. Me and my family just stayed in on the couch and watched the ball drop. Was a big difference from last year. Last year we actually went out and I was pregnant and did not know, and we ended up coming home early because I felt sick. And so now here we are this year with baby Evan, and we just decided to stay home with the kids and play it safe. And I'm really happy that we did make that decision. But definitely let me know down in the comments section what you did for New Year's. The kids got so much for Christmas. We literally set in on New Year's and was still opening up Christmas presents. So that was a lot of fun. And this is actually the next day. That's as far as I got the night before. Here's baby Evan sitting in his new seat that he got for Christmas. He absolutely loves it. And I've just got a pot of coffee going to try to get myself up and motivated because I still do have some cleaning to do. So we're just going to open up the blinds and let some light in. It's not very sunny outside. And this is what our living room's looking like. All of baby Evan's stuff is just taken over. I did pick up this new area rug. It is the same color gray is the one that I already have down, but it is a different texture, and that's the reason that I got it. And I did get my glittered vases out of the storage shed, so I'm going to be putting those back in the living room. I already put up my centerpiece for Christmas that was sitting on the table, and I went ahead and got out my greenery. So I'm just going to strip the couches. I feel like it's got glitter and fake snow on it. So these need to be washed and dried. I wish so much that I can keep the throws off the couches, but with my pets, that would never happen. And I've got my handheld vacuum. I'm just going to quickly vacuum the couches off. I'm not going to wipe them down with anything. This is just a quick little clean. I'm just trying to get the living room back together. And now that I have baby Evan, it would usually take me one day to do, as to where now I feel like it's going to take me the next few days to figure out what I want to do in here, what furniture I want to put back in here. So we're just going to move this out of the way. I am going to use this little area rug in front of my door, so that way it catches all the dirt whenever people walk in and they don't track it all over the living room. And I'm just going in with my broom, and I'll give the floors a good sweeping. As you guys can see, I've already got a little pile of snow and glitter again. So this is day 2. I'm not sure how this stuff ends up all over, but it definitely does. And I got my Swiffer out. So for the whole month of December, I used my Pine Allen Fresh Pine Scent Cleaner for the floors. And now I'm just using some Lemon Scent Pine Sol. I'm so over the pine cone smell. I don't want to smell it again until next year. So the lemon is just so refreshing. And it's just making everything seem so much more cleaner. And then this is the area rug that I got. I love how this is a little bit thicker and it's so soft. The other one was just really flat. So I just wanted to do away with it. It'll still get some use because there's nothing wrong with it. But I just felt like I needed a new area rug for in here. And I have been downsizing with the area rugs. Usually I get the really big ones. But in the wintertime, I like to get the smaller ones because they're less to clean. With the dogs going in and out, they like to track mud. And with it being the snowy and rainy months, they do track in a lot of mud and dirt. So these little area rugs really do work out for the winter time. It still makes the space really cozy. So while I was cleaning off this table, I got to thinking, I have the table and the rug kind of catacornied, I guess that's what you would call it, to go with the couch. But I was wanting to switch it up a little bit. So I actually ended up moving the rug straight. I'll show you guys what that looks like in a minute. And I think that I'm going to end up keeping it that way for a little while. It just gives me a lot more room to move around in front of the couch. We can also recline the couch as to where before we couldn't. And so now I've just got this Great Value Bloomin' Lavender spray. And I'm just going to spray everything down with this. I love the light scent of the lavender. It's a big difference from all the Christmas smells. And then my husband got out my glass table that goes under these two windows. And I'm sure you guys have already spotted my husband's new gaming chair. I'm not really thrilled that it's red. I wanted it to be white or gray, so that way it blends in instead of standing out. But he just had to have the red one, so I just got to deal with it. And I'm going ahead and wiping down these windows with Windex. I did have the Christmas tree in front of these windows for the last 2 weeks of December, so I wasn't really able to get behind the tree and clean them, so they were due for a cleaning. And now I'm just going to move on and wipe this table down as well. It was so dusty from sitting in the storage shed. So I just cleaned the top and the bottom. And I got my husband to tighten up the legs after cleaning it because it felt a little bit wobbly. So I wasn't really sure what I wanted to set on this table. I was thinking a little lamp. I know I for sure wanted to put my glittery vases here. And I thought I'd put these white flowers in them, draped over. But I ended up taking the flowers out. I just didn't like the way it looked. And I put this glass vase in the middle. And I did put a little light inside of that, so that way it glows. I don't know if I'll keep it this way, but for now, I'm liking it only because it just seems so open and airy in here now that the tree's gone. And then I moved the flowers over here on this little stand. And I also put a little light over here in the corner just for that glow. I've got my mirrors wiped down. And everything just seems so much more cleaner. I still got a lot more to do, but for now, I'm happy with what I was able to get done. So that is going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys got tons of motivation, and I'll see you guys in the next one.